Hey guys, welcome to my Uncharted Lost Legacy spoiler-free review. Mostly spoiler-free. This is going to show the first 7 minutes or so, 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay from the game, but it's a very short, quick intro right before basically what was seen at E3 and been all over YouTube and all over the internet since then anyway, so I consider it spoiler-free. There's really nothing revealing here that you should worry about seeing. If you really, really, really want to stay 110% spoiler free, just listen to the audio and don't watch the video. Okay, Uncharted Lost Legacy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I really didn't expect as much as this game had to offer. This started out as a DLC add-on, and I guess they really got carried away with it, and it's become its own standalone thing. And it could stand as its own game. I mean, it's not as long maybe as Uncharted 4 was. But I spent 9 or 10 hours in this thing, exploring, playing, fighting, trying to get all the little treasures and figuring out all these little puzzles and stuff, and just taking in the scenery. I actually stopped and took a few screenshots here and there, not even for the YouTube video or for because for the mission in the game, they have to take pictures for Chloe's camera or on her phone or anything, but just because I was so taken back by how nice it looked. It's really, really good. It's really good. I recommend it to anybody that's interested in the Uncharted series, even fans of Tomb Raider games. That I would recommend this. If you don't even have to be necessarily experienced with the Uncharted franchise to enjoy this, in my opinion. I mean, you're not playing as Nathan Drake anymore. You're playing as Chloe, and you've got Nadine in there as well. And I really wasn't sure how that was going to work, that whole dynamic between the two of them, and if I was really going to like Nadine as a character that's going to be with you all the time, as opposed to being a villain. But it was excellent, absolutely excellent. The story, the writing. It's Naughty Dog. They're always knock it out of the park. Loved all the Uncharted games, loved Last of Us, and I love this. They've done it again, and I don't know how they keep doing it. They're so talented over there, I guess. The combat. There's a few new things in there, a few new weapons. There's something they've talked about where Chloe and Nadine will get together and say you're fighting an AI character, an enemy, and Nadine will come and help you, and you'll both be doing like combo attacks on the enemy, and vice versa. If Nadine's grappled with an enemy, you can go and help her, and if they really use that to their advantage in certain areas of the game, and it's done very nicely. It's the biggest change to melee combat in Uncharted that I've seen since Uncharted 3, when you could pick up things around the environment and hit the enemies with them, or slap them off walls and off tables and things like that. And it came off really nicely. The puzzles are fantastic. Nothing had me to where I was struggling and couldn't figure it out for an hour or something. I mean, I figured out all the puzzles within... The hardest one probably took me like 10 minutes to figure out, maybe, at the most. And they were all enjoyable. Very enjoyable. They were neat. They weren't overly complicated, but they weren't overly simple. I think, pretty much anybody could figure them out, but they're challenging enough to make you feel like you accomplished something when you figured it out. And then you get to, like, I want to say it's the third chapter, it might be the fourth chapter, doesn't really matter. You get to a section where you get the Jeep in the game, and that area of the map, I mean, other areas are pretty sizable too, but that area in particular is huge. I mean, it's the most open world an Uncharted game has ever felt. It's just so large, and there's so much exploration to do, and so many pockets of enemies that you can go and fight. And you could stealth them, or you could, fight them out, just run and gun gameplay. And there's puzzles to solve while you're figuring out to find the treasures and progress. And you could skip a lot of it if you really want to just progress through the story, but there's a really nice collectibles and like a really nice reward essentially for scouring that whole area and finding all of the stuff that you should find. I don't want to give too much away. So yeah, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, fantastic. They've done it again. They've improved on a lot of areas, which really Uncharted 4 didn't need a lot of improvement at all, if any. But they've managed to do it anyway, and they've managed to make a really interesting, good story and good game with Chloe and Nadine, and some surprise characters maybe in there too. You'll have to play it and see for yourself. If you got the money, you got the means, go out and get it, buy it, download it. I give it an 8.5, maybe even a 9 out of 10. Fantastic. Pick it up. Enjoy it.